Listen. These monitor manufacturers are not taking this lying down, right? So with all of the new buzz around the Samsung S95B, the LG C2 42-inch monitor, television, these monitor companies are not taking this beating lying down. And so today I was reading and I found this article, and Gigabyte has launched a brand new monitor. Now this new monitor is called S55U gaming monitor. That is a 55-inch gaming monitor, a 4K 120 hertz gaming monitor. So let's jump into it, because as I kept reading, I kept getting more excited. And so first and foremost, Gigabyte's been doing some large format monitors recently, the 43-inch, etc., 48-inch, etc. And so now this is a 55-inch VA panel, 4K 120 hertz gaming monitor, right? A lot of people were saying 55 inches is too large, but recently I'm starting to see the 55-inch S95B sit on people's desks, act as a gaming console screen, as well as a PC screen, using a controller and different things like that. And so Gigabyte is showing up to the dance, if you will. And so let's scroll through. We got obviously UHD 4K, right? QD display, quantum dot display for colors, right? HDMI 2.1, there's two of those. One of those is an eARC, one is a regular. VRR, auto low latency mode, and eARC. 96% of the DCI P3 color gamut. HDR10, HDR10 Plus, HLG, and Dolby Vision IQ. Like, come on now. HD audio, Dolby Atmos, DTS HD. And let's keep going, right? So you got 4K experience on a 50-inch plus screen, right? You have quantum dot color, right? And then you have full array local dimming, right? And so obviously it's not OLED, so it's not gonna be pitch black, but keep in mind, the average person still does not game on an OLED. But you have your VRR, ALLM, and eARC, right? And you have two of those ports, right? And again, I told you, I got a video coming on this, and so you need to check that video out when it comes. But as you continue to scroll, look at this, built-in streaming. And so you have built-in Netflix, you have YouTube, you have Google Play. And so you got the Google Android library, you got YouTube, and you got Netflix. And so that opens up a plethora of things in the future. Thinking about Xbox Series X cloud gaming, thinking about GeForce Now, thinking about, I don't know what the other ones are because I'm not sure if they're relevant. But you have the Google Play Store. And so you have an opening for like a lot of games with a handheld controller. And so let's keep going through this thing, because you have a full Google suite, right? And so now my only question is, what is the price? Because they haven't announced the price yet, but this thing is getting exciting. And so you go down, right? And so you have get immersed in own theater. And so you have the ability for this to be a full-on center channel of an entertainment space. And a lot of people aren't really using the cable boxes these days, and so the only thing is missing is a tuner, right? But HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision IQ, DTS HD, and Dolby Atmos sound. Like, this thing is freaking sweet. And unlike your standard PC monitor, you don't have to go through a quick fix like I did to get my Sonos soundbar to attach to it and use Dolby Atmos. And because this has eARC, you now can use your Sonos Dolby Atmos soundbars. This thing is getting exciting, right? The look looks good. It looks like a standard television, right? Almost bezel-less 3 sides, right? And so interested to see what that's going to look like when it finally gets here. But highlighting features, auto power off, auto power on, right? That's something you're not getting with the LG C1, C2, right? Or the Samsung S95B. So you're getting your auto off and your auto on because it's an actual monitor, but then you're still getting, this is cheating, but you're still getting the features that come with a monitor. On-screen timer and crosshairs and 6-axis control, which, I mean, what is that? With the help of 6? Okay, so that's a controller for color, right? So for dialing in the color the way that you want it. HDMI CEC, So again, that means you can connect different devices using the remote controller, because this does come with a remote controller. Now you can control those devices that are connected to it. Picture noise reduction, built-in Chromecast, and built-in voice assistant, OK Google. Like, this thing is getting exciting. Look at the build quality. It's simple, it's not like over the top, so it does have a TV feel, but it's a monitor. And then you go down, it's low blue light, right? And so it helps with that, you know, gaming, long-term gaming. You can also support it's, I mean, why would you put this on your desk? It's 55 inches. You know, put this on a stand, sitting back on a couch, or are you gonna put this on the wall and pull your desk out to make sure you have the right distance, right? So you don't get headache. Again, USB 3.0, 2 HDMI 2.0s, which is for like your standard like PC connections and stuff like that, unless you got 3090, 3080 and all that good stuff, right? But 4K 60 for like your standard stuff. So think of the Nintendo or the Steam Deck, right? Or the Nintendo Switch, or the Xbox Series S if you want to use this as like a small like gaming station. But then you have your 2 HDMI 2.1s, and then you have optical fiber Ethernets for Ethernet in, for the streaming, if you will, and the voice assistant. Then you have serial port, you have your earphone jack, and another USB 2.0. But you have a full-on remote, and I don't care what people say. I know you don't, a lot of people don't like using a remote like I do from my CX48 at my desk. But there are things that a remote gives you that using a keyboard and mouse to get to is a headache. Like being able to pick up this remote and hit Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, and on this one it looks like Google Play. That's a plus, right? As opposed to like conventional, like let me go in here and hit the button and let me go into the page and hit the menu and pull it up and hit. It's much better to have a remote just to go to Netflix when you want to watch Netflix. They have a buy page, but they don't have it listed anywhere yet. Let's see if it hits Newegg, because usually I don't know what Newegg has on these people, but they always have the Gigabyte S55U. So Gigabyte S55U. Yeah, it's not even out yet. So it's not on the Netflix. It's not on the Newegg site yet, and so more to come on this monitor. But this is exciting. 55 inches with all the bells and whistles. The only thing it doesn't have is an OLED panel, and I am biased. I've been gaming on OLED panels for years. Nothing beats it, but I'm anxious to see what this thing can do. So stay tuned, get subscribed. More information comes out, I'll share it. As always, stay cozy in that crazy world. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.